Whoa. That was close. Anyways, good day for any viewers. This is a Naruto 599 review. So, yeah, when I first read this chapter, I thought, well, there's nothing actually to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. I know that's weird, but like I literally, I was reading it so fast, I was like, flashback, this flashback, flashback, I just want to find out, flashback, flashback, I hope that the whole chapter isn't a flashback. And I get to the end, and if you haven't read the chapter, then scoot on over to a website or your nearest Japanese comic store, preferably in Japan, because I don't think they sell them in America or anywhere that you may come from, and read it. Because we find out that the mask comes off, and apparently it's Obito. There's a lot I want to say about this, and there's a lot that I can't say about this, because a lot just you just can't know until next week. So, Tobi's Obito. That's what it says, and obviously, you know, I've seen a lot of people, and they're just jumping. It's like, well, it doesn't matter what you want to say because Tobi's Obito, or you know, it's. I have that feeling that obviously, okay, 100%. There's more to this than meets the eye. There's a lot of, you know, cloak and dagger stuff behind the, you know, it doesn't. Some stuff doesn't work out. Like, if it's Obito, but you know, who was that person who met Itachi and had long hair? Like, why does he have long hair? Why did Kishimoto draw that? Like, what was the purpose of that? Also, you know, obviously someone has helped Obito come out of the cave. There's no way that he could have gotten out of the cave himself. So someone has helped him, and someone has patched him up. So that's 100%. Who that is, it could be Orochimaru, for all we know. It could be Izuna, Madara's brother. It could be the second Hokage. Maybe he was the one who knew all the you know, jutsus and everything, all the space-time jutsus. So he created them. So who knows? Yeah. So that's a big thing. Like, who helped Obito? Because there's no way that Obito. You know, we've seen when Obito or Tobi fights the fourth, we see his arm go all like white and waxy, which is obviously something similar to Zetsu. It's some sort of Senju DNA. So whoever helped Obito was able to rebuild Obito with Senju DNA, and you know, that could be, again, that could be Orochimaru, or it could be a number of people. I think it's hard to say whether or not Obito, you know, is possessed by someone. I was talking to this at length with my mates on Manga Magazine called Rogo Sprout, or actually Rogo. He's got a manga on there. We were talking about it forever, well, not forever, but for a long time, debating the possibilities. And he thinks that, you know, it's Obito. It's Obito. He's just been helped. You know, I always thought that, you know, we always knew that Tobi was. It was quite obvious that Obito was involved. You know, the eye, the hair, the look, just there was a lot of stuff. You know, the timing, just everything seemed to be very connected to Kakashi, which obviously, and just, you know, everything seemed to tie in. It was quite obvious that Tobi and Obito, there was something linked. How much they were linked wasn't certain, and I'm still not sure, because, you know, with that weird thing on his eye, it could be that this is a body, an Uchiha body, that has had Obito's eye transplanted. I know that's kind of far-fetched, and it looks like Obito's got short hair and everything. Kakashi says Obito, so it looks like him. I don't know, it's like, it's difficult to, I don't want to start saying stuff and then just look like it. I need to quickly remember what I was saying. Kishimoto could be trolling us. Anything could happen. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon straight away and say this is Obito, Tobi's Obito. Obviously there's got to be some sort of explanation next week. There's got to be like something. This can't just be, you know, if you think of the motives of Obito, like when you think about why would Obito become evil, the main one that crops up into your mind is Rin. Like, obviously something's happened to Rin. He said to Kakashi, you have to look after Rin, and Kakashi doesn't, and obviously Obito survived, and he could have heard that, but to be honest, that isn't enough to create a Sharingan on the moon, to create infinite whatever it's called. It's ridiculous. If it's Obito, he's been brainwashed, and if he's been brainwashed, someone else is there, and that someone else is obviously some form of villain, more than, bigger than Toby or Obito. And I mean, I have a feeling Orochimaru is involved. I don't know. That's my guess. I think this is where Orochimaru is going to come into his own and finally become the ultimate villain that he's always been. But yeah, some news. Naruto this week. I've looked at the rankings, and they're very interesting. They're not what I expected. To be honest, I thought this chapter overall was pretty good. Like, I liked the way, I really, as I said before, I really appreciated the way that Kishimoto used a lack of dialogue. Really used his drawings and used the scenes to really play through like Obito's life. And as we can see, it's very similar to Naruto. We don't need that dialogue because the dialogue is very similar to Obito's life, or Naruto's life, sorry. So there's this parallel between Naruto and Obito, and there's also Kakashi and Sasuke. And obviously Kakashi is what Sasuke could have been if he was good, and Kakashi even had that, that understanding as a teacher of Sasuke, and that's why he always blamed himself as a failure. So I felt that this chapter was very good. It was a bit short. It was like 15 pages, which is never good for me. It was ranked 10th out of 20. Bleach came first. I haven't read Bleach yet this week, but it got colour pages, a cover. I think it was on the cover as well, and it's come first. And so Naruto's come 10th. I don't know what to say about that. I'm pretty surprised. Maybe Japanese people just didn't like how it's Obito, because, to be honest, I think we all knew it was Obito, but because it was so obvious, we were thinking, no, it's a red herring, that there's got to be something else, got to be something more. And I'm still feeling that. I'm still feeling that I don't want to say it's Obito straight away, because I think there's more, and I don't want to, yeah. I'll see next week if there's an explanation. Then I'll be happy. I'll be happy if it's Obito, if the explanation is good, and that if his motives are legit. Like, if it's just about Rin, then why the hell didn't Toby attack Kakashi before? It doesn't make sense. Why has he been lying this whole time about being with Dara? I like that. Me and Rogo were speaking about that also, that Toby's a fat liar. He's a dirty fat liar. And that's pretty cool as a character. Like, he's not that strong. He's not. Well, he can dodge people and stuff, but and he's got this knowledge about loads of stuff. But in terms of like the villains, he's not particularly powerful. So yeah, that's been my review. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, then please give it a thumbs up by liking it, because that's really helpful. If you like all my videos, then feel free to subscribe, and if you don't like any of my videos, then you might want to dawdle over to my DeviantArt, because I've got lots of art there that you may prefer to look at. Or my manga magazine, where I'm uploading my manga, which I will be making an update video on soon, I guess. So yeah, thank you for watching, and adios amigos.